Hi everyone! In this video, we're going to talk about Ayurvedic Constitution, which includes the 3 dosha types. Thousands of years ago, before science proved the connection between the mind and the body, the wise sages and healers of India developed Ayurveda, which means life science or life knowledge. And it's based on the idea that the mind and body are connected and that there's nothing more powerful to heal the body than the mind. And so Ayurvedic medicine shows that we have these energies in our bodies that are like energies on our planet: air, fire, earth. And everyone has all 3 of these elements, but we're born with our own unique balance called your mind and body constitution. But stress and lifestyle or negative habits and patterns can create imbalances. And the level of imbalance has a huge effect on your vibration. And so the 3 dosha types are Pitta, which has the fire element, Kapha, which has earth element, and Vata, which has air element. Usually one dosha type is more prevalent, but you can have a combination of 2 that might show up strong for you. I initially thought that I was just Pitta, but I recently recognized that I have strong earth elements as well, so I'm a Pitta Kapha. And the Pitta dosha is made up of the fire element. Pittas are strategic, intellectual, clear, and they get results. They're passionate, motivated, and strong. But when they're imbalanced, they can blame others, get lost in doing for results. This can come out as anger, frustration, perfectionistic, demanding, controlling, judgmental, or manipulative. The worst hours for Pittas are 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And because fire can get out of balance and become destructive, it's important for Pittas to incorporate self-care to keep this element in check. I find that I get really frustrated if someone or something is blocking me from achieving the results that I want, or if someone isn't moving at the speed of Allison, I can sometimes get critical and judgy. One thing to note is that fire is good, it just needs to be managed before it overheats. So if this element is repressed, then the positive aspects of fire can be lost. Some people with weak fire may need to stoke the flames to draw forward these qualities within them. This is my daughter. She is pure Kapha and the sweetest thing in the world, but she has a really difficult time getting started on anything, from chores to homework, even to going out with friends. And I found that if I just give her a little bit of motivation or inspiration, she can totally take it from there. She just has a tough time getting out of that inertia. So some self-care practices for Pitta would be to incorporate grounding, which would be earth, and cooling, which would be air, to help balance fire. And then for physical stillness and rest, or coconut oil body oiling. Mind, enjoy the process, stop to smell the roses. Emotional, forgiveness practices to release blame. And energetic, slow, steady cooling breathing, alternate nostril. And for bliss, visualization meditation. The Kapha dosha is made up of the earth element. Kaphas are easygoing, kind, loyal, forgiving, and consistent. They tend to be larger, padded build, and they have a strong immune system. They're grounded, steady, and sustain relationships. When they're imbalanced, they can get sad and depressed, or lethargic, attached, and resist change. They can have difficulty receiving love or help, and have dull mind or emotions. Their health is good overall, but they can have mucus congestion or swelling. Worst hours for Kaphas are 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. I have a Pitta mind with an earth body, So I used to tell people that I have a type A personality stuck in a snail's body, but now I understand that that's just my dosha type. So it's important for me to keep the fire going so I don't get stuck in inertia, but also to not drive myself to exhaustion by pushing my body beyond its limitations. So self-care for Earth. Earth has dullness, sadness, and heaviness when they're imbalanced, and they tend to get stagnant or stuck. And they get attached emotionally, and it's difficult letting go or moving forward. So some things that can help Earth is incorporating transformation, which is fire, and movement, which is air, to help balance Earth. Physical would be vigorous exercise. Mind, stimulation and transformation, creativity. Emotional, get in touch with anger, strengthen motivation and expression. And energetic, breath of fire, stimulation breath. Bliss for Earth would be devotional or mantra meditation. And the Vata dosha is made up of the air element. And Vatas have long or small and thin bodies. They go with the flow. They're able to shift gear quickly, and they're playful and humorous. Vatas tend to have dry hair and skin and low stamina. When they're imbalanced, they worry, have anxiety, are overwhelmed, can be spacey or forgetful and inconsistent. They have self-doubt or self-punishment, and they can have insomnia or mental health issues or nervous system issues. Worst hours for Vatas are 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So self-care for air. Air has a looping mind, and it can be difficult making decisions and getting results, or they get stuck in that overwhelm and self-doubt. So some self-care practices would be incorporating transformation, adding that fire, and grounding with earth to help balance air. Physical would be grounding or rest in the afternoons, slowing down, doing Epsom salt baths. Mind, slow, steady, staying in the present moment. Emotional strength and worth, strength and motivation, take purposeful action. And energetic would be to do slow grounding breath, alternate nostril. And bliss for air would be body-focused meditation. Okay, so now that you have an understanding of the 3 types of doshas, take some time to think about which one or which ones that you identify with. Where is your dosha imbalance? What self-care can you incorporate to balance the elements? Okay, so I hope you found this topic on Ayurvedic constitutions and the different types of doshas as exciting as I do, and that you gained some insight as to how imbalances in the elements can affect our vibration and energy. In the next video, we'll talk about chakras, their qualities, and how to identify imbalances.